All right, here we go. Some good hand fighting to start.
Both establishing some collar ties, kind of hanging on the heads. Jang able to collect up that leg, end up on top. Likely working to try to get into that mounted position. She's a little high though. Jang with the arm bar finish.
Sully has the blue, and we're already into the action.
I was gonna say it was a quick entry on that leg from Jacob, and then a nice counter from Frank onto that front head. It looks like he's working on a Darce setup from standing. We'll see if he can maybe, you know, kind of step in to get him broken down to the mat. You know, even sit with that Simigashi hook, with that butterfly hook. Frank's still deep on this Darce setup. Frank able to step over and collect up the legs.
A great submission by Frank with that Darce. Bros Grappling and Bailey Ferris from Flow State.
Quick guard pull from Bailey. I think she's using it to come up though. Able to pass those legs over and kind of get on top pressure here for Bailey. Bailey choosing to play guard. Emily looks like she's working on a leg entanglement. Able to free her knee, Bailey. Come out on top position. Emily looks like she's really chasing those leg entanglements. Choose to get up with that last entanglement, Emily. Bailey looks like she's working to try to set up an arm attack. Nice pass on mount for Emily. Bailey looking to try to get her legs into play.
Emily's doing good with staying tight right here. Let's see if she could advance the position.
Emily in a good position, just needs to stay calm and work to isolate an arm.
Absolutely. Let Bailey do all the work right now. Bailey's doing good not letting her isolate one of her arms.
Yeah, I'd like to almost see Emily start even, going for a smother just to try to get some type of reaction. However, yeah, I do agree Bailey's doing a great job of maintaining a calm manner in this position.
We got about a minute left, so let's see what they can do with this.
Bailey did a good job staying patient and utilizing that space.
Oh,
Emily on a belly down footlock. Looks like she finished
with 30 seconds left.
another high-paced match. There has not been any unexciting matches.
All right, we got Brandon Ferguson from Subhounds in the blue spats, and we have the one and only Tyler Moran from Tabs. We're starting on our feet. Tyler is in the all black.
Some calm hand fighting going on so far. Tyler in on a front head. A fast snap to a front head.
That was nice.
Tyler looking to try and get rep.
Looks like Tyler's keeping good pressure right here.
Looks like nice job getting back into his guard by Ferguson.
Is that some type of buggy hold that he's doing when he's reaching up with his arm, Ferguson, from the bottom?
It looked like it was something of the sort. He was just not able to really kind of like get into a good position to kind of advance with it.
He's been going for that multiple times tonight, that and leg entries, so I was just curious.
Tyler looking to wedge his knee behind Ferguson's back to prevent him from getting flat.
Let's see if Ferguson can do anything with these butterflies. Tyler with a head attack, but he lets go.
Very high energy.
Absolutely. Ferguson has an unorthodox style.
Tyler looking to attack Fergie's right arm. You say if he's used this position to chase that sub or even take the back. Tyler moving to more of a turtle attacking position here. Ferguson able to spin under and get on a leg and see if he can do anything with it. And Ferguson's got a couple of different options that he can do here with this entanglement. Staying on that leg.
This is going to be a buzzer beater. We're going to see. That's a really good back and forth.
Yeah, it was a good pace from both.
All right, you guys, we have Oliver from Tabs and Anakin from Subhounds. Subhounds is in the leopard print blue. Oliver is in the all black from Tabs.
Oliver choosing to play guard. This will be a nice back and forth leg exchange from the two of them. Both are well versed with leg locks. Oliver looking to sweep him over.
Oliver's good from his from butterfly position. He's good from a lot of positions. All right, they're off the wall and back in the middle. They both decided to start sitting.
Oliver very comfortable in the leg lock exchange. As you saw, he kind of just put his leg in the middle there. Although Anakin choosing to kind of come up and play on top.
Oh, Oliver's foot is stuck in the shorts. All right, we're back. All right, we're both on our feet. No.
Anakin now choosing to sit to guard. Oliver doing a decent job. It looked like playing inside, but Anakin has that hook in there, ready to elevate when he feels he can. Oliver sitting back on a heel. Oliver with the heel hook finish from Tabs.
Oliver from Tabs takes the win. All right, we got Andrew from Tabs in the white, and we got Octavio from Subhounds in the black and red. We're starting on our feet with this one. A little bit of hand fighting. Octavio won his last match by leg lock.
Andrew
think it was a
quick
heel
on
hook,
front
maybe?
head.
Oh,
Andrew looking to step over to get into a leg entanglement. This is not a position that Octavio is not familiar with, so.
Yeah, good defense from that dive on his leg.
Andrew digging for that heel. Octavio looks very unbothered. There we go, Octavio on a heel. I was going to say it's hard to tell, but it looked like they were almost in a 50-50 position.
Oh, he got deeper on that.
Yeah, he's in that cross-ashy position. Octavio on his leg, on a leg now. Passing it across, looking for the corkscrew finish, it looks like. Not sure what happened there, maybe some pops.
Yeah.
And they were
Everyone's
just
going to have sore ankles and knees in the morning.
making sure he's okay. Octavio rolling through back into that almost 50-50 position, it looked like. It looks like a tap. Ooh, looks like a rib injury for Octavio.
Hats off to both competitors. Good sportsmanship. That's great. What up, man? Said something in Warrior. I'm not used to you not in your Bill.
I know. Injuries prevent me from putting him on.
John, who do we got? Warrior and who? Right now? Oh, okay, us and Warrior. All right, we got Wilson Bros Grappling versus Warrior. We got Luis from Warrior.
Luis playing underneath, attacking that Estima lock. I like head positioning from Wilson Bros. Keeping his head under Larry's chin.
All right, we got Anthony Oliveira. Anthony Oliveira.
Larry on a foot attack. Looks like both guys exchanging some footlocks. Heavy pressure from Larry on top there, kind of shutting down that leg attack. Nice job disengaging there, kind of resetting. Anthony looking to pass from the top. Chasing that toe hold. Anthony with the toe hold finish there.
We got Anthony Oliveira with the win for Wilson Bros Grappling.
We got Beefcake Brett from Wilson Brothers Grappling.
We got Vinnie from Warrior, and we got Brett from Wilson Bros. Let's see where this goes.
Immediate guard pull from Brett. Able to come on top with it. Looks like he's chasing a darce. Nice job pummeling his wrists out. Vinnie had control of that. It was kind of stopping him from progressing.
Brett in full side control right here, really applying pressure.
Looks like
Looks
he's
like
trying
he's
to
about to isolate that arm.
isolating that arm for a Kimura. Vinnie doing a good job of stopping this attack.
Yeah, really good defense from Vinnie. Because Brett's really applying the pressure on this, trying to get that. It looks like Kimura maybe.
Yeah, it looks like he's working that Kimura. You just start pressuring into Vinnie's ribs with his elbow, trying to get that arm free. You know, you can kind of stay up on that position and not necessarily expend a lot of energy on top.
Yeah, Brett's really making Vinnie have to work.
Vinnie's staying calm. You know, he's not doing
Absolutely.
anything that's going to expose himself or compromise. Heavy crossface by Brett. Again, looking for that darce. Vinnie on the leg now. It looks like he's chasing after it. Brett doing good defense to clear his knee, though. Using that other leg to kind of push off Vinnie's hamstring.
Brett working on some pressure passing right here. Let's see if he can get past that knee.
Yeah, some heavy pressure there. It looks like he's going to be able to step over to side control from there. Nice moving by Brett there. Kind of just floating back and forth on top.
Yeah, Brett's keeping that pressure. Vinnie's still doing good with his defense, though.
Absolutely, Vinnie's not giving anything up, so. Vinnie's looking to possibly come out with, or do some elevation, get into some leg entanglements. Just relentless pressure on top from Brett. $15 seconds left for these two. step into mount off of that sweep attempt. That was really nice.
That was a really good back and forth between both.
Let's go, John.
All right, we got John from Wilson Bros Grappling versus Devin from Tabs.
John immediately going into high ground. He's moving pretty quick. I think it's because he doesn't have a rash guard on.
Excuse me, I meant Devin from Warrior. Warrior, not Tabs. Devin is in the green. Jonathan Wilson is in the red shorts going Tarzan.
I think that is probably going to result in a little bit of a speed advantage. He's not going to have as much drag with the rash guard on.
Yeah. Now cut it in half perpendicularly. Keep that diagonal sheet off. Just hold him right here for 5 minutes.
There's John going right into his high ground diagonal fix.
Yeah, John likes to play high ground with some crucifix, but he can get into legs.
Nice entry into that cross ashy from that diagonal fix.
Don't just...
John collecting up that secondary leg. John looking like he's going for
tap. All right, we'll see
switching to
where
a
this
heel
goes.
hook now. Devin able to escape that.
I thought he was going to go into the, I think it's the Z-lock.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I was thinking that was going to be a tap, but Devin did great with that defense.
Devin looking to kind of staple John's right arm to the mat. Let's see if he's able to pop his leg through. Yeah, nice disengage.
All right, we're
reset.
back. We're back on our feet. Two guys that are really good at wrestling, too.
Nice shot by Devin.
Absolutely. And good reaction from John.
Devin choosing to sit guard. Devin able to use that to get on top there.
We got about a minute left in this match, so someone's going to have to make that move.
Yeah, Devin looked like he was almost trying to sit back into that kind of saddle position. John recognized. Looks like Devin's got an Ezekiel kind of setup.
He does have a really tight grip, but John's out and inside control.
With a crossface underhook, it looks like. Again, Devin looking to sit into that saddle position. Chasing a toe hold, maybe just to try to get a reaction. John looks unfazed.
Hats off both to both competitors. Devin in the green from Warriors and Jonathan Wilson from Wilson Bros Grappling in the red.
Hey, it looks like we might have another rib injury.
All right, we got Caitlyn Palacio, I hope I'm saying that right, from Childress with the Uki Grappling. And we got Bailey Ferris with Flow State.
Bailey pulling guard there. She comes out of this pretty high reputation for their leg locks. Bailey's doing a good job of hand fighting. Kind of leaned back and kind of gave up that hand fight though, so she's got a little bit more freedom on attacking that leg.
That's good defense by Bailey.
Caitlyn kind of working a top game now. Caitlyn again in on a leg. Bailey's got some good top pressure now, kind of trying to shut down those leg attacks.
Yeah, Caitlyn still got that leg or that arm under the leg, potentially wanting to get another leg entry on Bailey, but Bailey's shutting it down. Yeah, that shoulder is right in her jawline where it needs to be.
Right, she's preventing Caitlyn from being able to bring her head towards her leg, which she needs to do. potential arm attack, rather, I should say, from
Good.
Bailey. Looks like her legs are still kind of tangled up, though.
Yeah. Some good back and forth. Bailey decides to stand up.
Looks like Caitlyn might still be chasing after that leg. Kind of hard to tell from this angle.
She's got a butterfly hook in on that left side. Now they've disengaged. Bailey's trying to find an entry for that pass. Caitlyn's doing good at keeping her from entering. Got an inversion here.
I'd like to see maybe some closer, you know, tighter passing attempts from Bailey to try to prevent her legs from getting entangled and finished off that.
That was a good heel hook. Caitlyn from Childress takes that one. Congratulations.
She was chasing that heel the whole time and was able to lock in on it.
Good job to her competitor, Bailey, as well. All right, we're getting right into it. We have Levi Miller from Subhounds and Mikey Riddell from Kraken. But it might not, so we'll see. I have to bounce right at 5, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see. He's like, oh, we'll be done by 5. I was like, all right.
Well, because we have what, 1, 2, 3 matches, 4 matches.
All right, we're going Alex Mercado from Wilson Bros Grappling and Trevor Thompson from High Altitude. Trevor Thompson in the white top with the mountain on top. And we have Mercado with the WBG top.
Guard pull for Alex. Looks like he's pulling that leg in to wrestle up. Get a top position. Trevor kind of keep a hold of Alex's head. He's got to clear that, get his posture back before he can start working to pass that closed guard.
Yeah, keeping his posture broke down like that is really good. Let's see if Mercado can posture out and start working.
Trevor looking to attack that triangle. Looks like he's trying to control that wrist to kind of get it out of the way. Although he has no control over that other arm. Which could potentially present an issue for that.
Work on getting your knees back to your elbows. Get his hand off your head, get your posture up. Don't extend.
Yeah, Alex should be working to get that hand control off his head. He hasn't really addressed that posture control as of yet.
Yeah, right now we're in a bit of a stalemate unless he can posture out of that. And Trevor's doing a good job of keeping the back of his neck broken down.
Alex has got to be careful not to reach too far either while he's in Trevor's closed guard. You start reaching too far, you start extending the limbs.
Yeah, there's definitely some good attacks from that closed guard if he's able to, if Trevor can pull something off. Alex needs to stay tight.
Alex is starting to stand. It looks like Trevor's hoping to underhook that leg. Trevor was working that guard up higher on Alex's back, likely going to be attacking that triangle again. Or he could, you know, get crafty and get into that kind of dead orchard position too, where he can attack the arm bars.
Absolutely.
Working that guard up a little bit higher on Alex is Trevor. Keeps underhooking that leg. I'm wondering if he's looking to transition into like a K guard.
Yeah, he's really limiting what Alex can do, and he's working back and forth, side to side.
Yeah, I think Alex just needs to address that hand controlling his head.
Absolutely. That's been the biggest problem, is his posture being broken down by that.
Trevor able to get into that kind of triangle position here.
Yeah.
Not the most optimal. He's got to work to get that a little bit tighter. Again, Alex needs to try to posture up if he can. Alex able to get out, but it looks like he might be getting into an omoplata position. Alex is now chasing that toe hold position.
And that was Alex Mercado versus Trevor Thomas.